They like jet airplanes. They like long limousines.
And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said, "Are you ready?"
You're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Hey yo, whoa, yeah,
With your host, Kinny Killa and the Gal Them Sugar Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It is Sunday, it's episode 43. I am the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa. And you know, I'm always kicking it with the hashtag tech guy, the Wash Wizard himself, the Gal Them Sugar Sugs.
Yo, yo, yo.
And today, people, we have our northern brethren, our head of fan relations, Mr. James Powers.
Hello.
Hello. Well, today we are meant to have the Vamp Ninja himself, the Oklahoma brother, Oliver Benji, but he's having a few technical difficulties at the moment, so hopefully he will join online a bit later. I'm going bootleg right now. I'm going super ghetto. I have a peg. Okay, I have a peg connected to my t-shirt where my microphone is hooked because my damn strap busts. And, yeah, you won't be able to hear, you know, Kinny Killa otherwise. So Shugs has got the picture. He might tweet it out. You never know. But it is what it is. James, how's your weekend been?
Well, went to Wales, got robbed for the pleasure, and then to top it all, I went to smash my phone.
You did what?
Smash my phone.
Oh, Shugs could adhere to that one.
Come out my pocket.
Oh, shit. What phone you got?
S4.
A what, sorry?
Samsung Galaxy S4.
Oh.
It will be getting replaced in the morning. I have insurance.
Oh, hey! Too legit. You know you better have that insurance, bro. I got an S4 as well. So I know how you feel. Shug's got the S3. It busts. He's pissed.
And he got no insurance.
Oh!
That's
okay.
not good.
I will stop it there because I'm not going to rinse man for no insurance because that's not fair. Shugs, it's the weekend. It's football. What happened?
Well, I only lasted about 10 minutes on the pitch. Got injured, twisted my knee up. It's pretty mash up, really. I was doing one of them, you know, those Michael Owen grass pulls when you're on the floor and you're pulling out the grass with your hand because you're fucking in so much pain.
Oh,
I was doing one of those, but then my team went 2-0 up, so I thought they don't even need me. But then we conceded 4 goals and lost 4-2.
No!
Yeah. It was one of those games where you have a pivotal moment, so we missed a header to go 3-0 up, and then they took the goal kick, went straight in the other end and scored to make it 2-1, and then we just folded like a cheap deck chair.
Oh no. What are them gimmick chairs?
Exactly.
Oh, that's not good. Well, you know, we silently support your football team, and now the star man is down. He's got a bad knee injury. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Bulls and more.
Okay, other than that, it's United versus Chelsea today, and hopefully we don't get our ass kicked. I made a stupid bet saying that United's gonna finish ahead of Chelsea in the table for a tenner, but I don't care. That's how much I believe in my team. David Moyes, pull your finger out, man. Sign some players. We've got 10 days left. What are you doing? Anyway, let's get into the show. Twitter people out there. More followers this week thanks to our head of fan relations here. So please follow us. That's at Sunday Segue, spelled Segue. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also listen to our old episodes. Subscribe to our Facebook channel, our Facebook page, sorry. Also email us. That's at Sunday Segue, spelled Segue, like I said before. SundaySegue@gmail.com. Also listen to our old episodes on iTunes, Podomatic, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Shout outs, people. Shout outs. I'm gonna give me shout outs. We've had 100 followers in a week more, so I've got a lot to read out following on from last week. So here we go. So shout outs to at PunkaFiDX, Ronnie V, Daniel Ferguson, Leah, that's at Babyface16, Ethan, at Ethan Loves WWE, Octavia Wilson, Little Miss Kaylee, Paul Fiore, Christy Pendon, at Irish _ Ginger 420, Nicole Strud, Sherry, that's at Aussie Mama, Cranky Asshole, David Rosca, Roxana, at Indie HBK Chick, at Asif 619 Villa, at Walking Dead 316, at Raven Flock. Who else we got? Crimson River, Gordon 316, Chris Shepherd, Team Shield, Georgina Girl, at Steph Hart, Leto, Dr. Kip Smithers, at CM Punk _2, CM Punk 95, at Jamie 8911, at Hash of WWE, at Ukraine WWE, and Brendan Woloshek. One more, Laura Ann. Holla at your boys. The rest of you, I will shout you out next week. James, do you want to do your shout out?
Yeah, at Miss Kylie B19.
At Kylie B. You know we have to shout you out, girl. We're still waiting for you to come on the show. So, holla at your boys. I will put you on. We're kind of full right now, so it's going to have to be in April. Holla anyway. All right? Shugs, any shout outs?
Nah, man.
Nah, we keep it real. Gonna give a shout out to Jace. Jace Clarkson. He will be on the show next week. Just brought out a new YouTube show called Jace Tube for all your gaming needs. Right, so let's go into Raw, people. Yeah, it's been a up and down Raw, but let's just get straight into it. Segment 1, we had Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan versus the Usos. So we start off with a video package, and then we get the Wyatts. What did you think of the video package to start Raw? It was kind of different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think like most things they do with the Wyatts and stuff like that, it's always good. Like it's good the way they show everything coming around and the way they always have like whatever's going on with them. They always seem to have a video package, or they always seem to have something new every week. Like it's very rare that they're doing the same old shit. They're always doing different ways of like getting them over. So I think it's a good way to start.
Okay. The Usos, they've really been given a chance to shine somewhat, James. How can they benefit from this TV time?
Also, they're getting a lot from the TV time. They're given the event, they're given their last event, and also they're getting the push that someone think they deserve, but will they ever give them a tag title shot? There's that many tag teams queuing at the minute. Yeah, true. I mean, but I think this year they must have to get one at some point. They're in some big storylines. Shucks, did they really need this match at the beginning of the show, though?
I think it made the angle work well. It's something they've been doing a lot recently. Normally, you get the second match straight after. So if someone interferes, they make it into like a 4-team tag team match, and then into a 6, and then into like a fucking 8 and a 12. But I thought it was a good way of, changing it and getting different. I thought it was good.
Okay. All right, let's go into segment 2. John Cena versus Sandow. I really like this match, Like, I did really kind of like this match. It was a bit different from the other Sandow Cena match. What was your thoughts, James?
But Sandow, when he cashed his money in the bank 3 months ago, said this would be a turning point for him. After he lost to John Cena. 3 months later, he's still losing to John Cena.
Yeah, we all know what's happening with Sandow. He's getting a bit of a deep push at the moment. I mean, you wouldn't even really call all of his other stuff kind of a push. Why do you think, Shugs, that they were given that amount of time to kind of shine? Because it was a bit of time they got.
I think this was better than obviously the cash-in match they had. And I thought that 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he was fighting like the Great Khali. So it is a bit of a, anytime you're up against John Cena and you don't lose in quick time, then I think it is a bit of a push. And it made Sandow look good. It's just, I just think they wanted to get John Cena on the show, and maybe they're rewarding Sandow for just like towing the company line, because he doesn't seem like, you never see Sandow in the dirt sheets, or complaining about matches or complaining about how he's been booked. He just seems to like do what's asked of him, and That's how you get ahead, really. You know,
True.
not like Ziggler. You know, he was there and he gets pushed, and you get these other people who are complaining about their spot on the card. But I think Sandow was just like sitting tight and just waiting for his chance.
Oh, he knows that's the best thing to do. You know, you just got to kind of hold your tongue. Obviously, Daniel Bryan did it. He ended up coming back, and look at where he is now. Sugs though, Sandow bust out a new submission called the Royal Arch. Did you like it?
Well, yeah, like I think from the beginning, Sandow's needed some new offense. You know, he had the elbow of disdain, and he had all these other different moves, and I just think the more you need to get a move that's going to get you over, you know, whether it's going to get him over or whether he needs to like actually submit a few people, and then we'll see what it's like, you know, if he could submit like the Great Khali or Curtis Axel or someone like that, then we'll see if it can get over. But obviously he's not going to beat John Cena with a submission hold because of hustle, loyalty, respect. So it means he doesn't tap out.
That's the most stupidest. Anyway. I'm not even. I can't even be bothered to even talk about Cena right now. Let's just go to segment 3, which was Big Show versus Jack Swagger. Who gives a flying fuck about this big bastard? Who gives a flying? Do you care, James?
No, I just think it's WWE's ironclad contract that says they've got to give something.
Who cares? Who cares about this guy, man? Like, right, Show gets a win with a choke slam, you know, and after the match he knocks out Uncle Zebediah. Why, Shugs? Why are you knocking out Uncle Zebediah? Why? What beef do they have?
Exactly, he's a baby face, you know, he's coming in, he's standing up to Brock Lesnar, and, you know, he's supposed to be doing this thing, like protecting everyone, sticking up for him, but then he's going to punch an old man. Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense.
Just don't get what reason has he, like, just finish the match and done and you go back, but what reason does he have to do that whole after angle? No reason. It didn't help him, it didn't, like, help them. It just didn't do anything. Like, what does this match have to do with Brock Lesnar?
Nothing. It's just keeping Big Show on TV, like, you know. So he was off TV a few weeks, and then he came out and stood up to Lesnar, and then Lesnar wasn't going to be on the TV, but you had to keep Big Show on. Like,
why did they do that? Like, with certain things, yeah, with certain matches, okay, it's not that big of a match, yeah, but at the same time, why can't you just, like they used to in the, you know, back in the day, just hold off, just do some video promos or whatever, go to their house, sit down, chat to them about this, and just wait for them to actually collide. That one time, just wait, and then just let them collide, let the shit hit the fan, and then we get something fresh instead of seeing Big Show out there just doing nonsense. I didn't care for this match. It was nothing. It was a quick match. Filler for Raw for me. Didn't build anything. So I'm going to move on to segment 4, which was CM Punk and the New Age Outlaws versus The Shield. Shugs, these old fools are back again. Why, when Raw, old school Raw is done?
Well, you tell me. Because, like, it seems like they're hanging around like a bad smell. Like somebody farted in old school Raw and they forgot to wind down the window to let these two fucking fools out. Yeah, I just think, like, who wants to see fucking Road Dogg Jesse James? Like, nobody. Or B.A. Billy Gunn. I just, like, no, like, if you're going to bring people back from the Attitude Era, these are not going to be top of your list. Fucking shit.
James, oh my god. As we come back from commercial, yeah, like, Punk and Rollins are going at it. Rollins decides to tag in Reigns, okay? And then Reigns decides to do something I didn't see coming. He jumps off the apron, and this guy literally did a flying 2-foot kick to Punk's noggin, and literally, nearly took this guy's head off. Like, what did you think when you saw that?
I think it's a case on when it comes to Rollins, at minute they're pushing him to do new stuff because they're trying to push him that he needs to be the main event player.
Sorry, it was Reigns. It was Reigns that did the
That's it.
Yeah.
I stuttered as I said it's because it comes to a point, you look at it 12 years ago, that's exactly what The Rock were like, new stuff every week, and pushing him, and until he became when he smelled what The Rock is cooking like, which he still uses.
Shugs, did you mark out when you saw that?
Yeah, I thought it was like a really good move, but it did look like it took Punk's fucking head off. So either his eye was really hurting, his face was really hurting, or he was just doing a good job of selling it. You know?
For real. Because that like...
Best it will, didn't he?
That was a no-joke move. I saw that and I thought, oh, he connected, he had to. But geez, man, yeah, that was a nice move. Should New Age Outlaws leave Punk high and dry, you know, which he loses the match after that with a spear from Reigns. You know, how would this ending probably play into an angle with Triple H maybe setting up a Mania match?
Well, yeah, obviously, like, Punk has been calling them out, calling out the Authority, calling out Triple H, and then, first of all, it was the Shield attacking him, then the New Age Outlaws leaving him, so I just think that hopefully they'll have a slow build, like, before he gets to confront Triple H and, like, just find out what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than, like, he's just, oh, yeah, and then Triple H gives him a pedigree, and then, you know, some bullshit, and then we just get the same match 5 weeks in a row, and then we have it at WrestleMania.
All right. WrestleMania, there's no way Triple H's ego would allow him not to be on the card.
Sorry, we're going to end this segment, right? And before I go to segment 5, the reason I'm laughing is because we have just received some breaking news from the Smart Talk Report news desk. Xavier Woods' Negro card has officially been revoked and Brock Lesnar has applied for status. Thank you, Nick Meltzer McGee. Thank you, Nick Meltzer McGee, for that breaking news. Shugs, is it time for your rant music debut, or are we going to save that?
No, I'm not wasting my breath on that.
All right, so segment 5. AJ and Tamina versus Funkadyktals. Now, AJ and Tamina and the Funkadyktals can fuck right off because I will not be talking about them. I will be talking about a diva who has finally made her appearance on Raw. The Emma-tanian one, Emma. I was so happy when I saw this girl in the crowd. So happy. So we saw that, Emma in the crowd, you know, with a side saying Emma-tanian. Shugs, how do you see this kind of developing into an angle?
Yeah, maybe, like, you know, she gets closer to the front row, and then, like, AJ confronts her, or something like that. One of the divas confront her, and then, you know, it works to a match. Maybe she debuts the night after Royal Rumble, or maybe she debuts up somewhere around there. I think they're looking to bring them up. Like, Paige is injured, but then maybe they're going to bring up Emma, and then wait with Paige until maybe the night after WrestleMania, when we have, like, those debuts of the new people coming through.
Mm-hmm. James, like, can her gimmick get, you know, over with the fans?
I think that gimmick will just work fine in the main roster, just as it does NXT. Mm-hmm. It'll work fine for her. But as for Paige and Bailey, Bailey, there were a good few of them reporting that they reckon they'll end up fetching them for the faction. And from what Paige has tweeted this week, she will be at Raw Monday. So let's see where they go with it from there. She's going back to work on Monday. No, they don't do NXT on Mondays, do they?
Nope. But hopefully that's a cryptic message. We'll see. We will see tomorrow night on Raw, hopefully, because this girl needs to be on Raw and just, oh man. Shugs, how would she debut though? How should Paige debut?
I don't know. It's hard, like, you know, fantasy booking. Should she come in as, like, Sister Abigail? Should she just keep with the Paige character? Is she going to be like the anti-diva and, like, go against, like, AJ and Tamina and all those? Like, there's so many ways they could do it, like, you know? Which would be the best way, though, you know?
I would just love to see her jump the crowd and just deal with AJ. Like, literally, I mean, like, proper just deal with her. Like, I'm not talking like, oh, yeah, she just jumps over and just gives her the Paige trainer. I mean, like, just F her up and then just run through the crowd. And then the security guards is, like, chasing her, like, or Tamina's chasing her. And then everyone's just like, yo, who's this? Who's this? Like, who's this pale chick from England? What's going on?
Yeah, it was, like, good when the debut of the Shield, and then you've got, like, fucking Cole, like, marking out. It's like, that's Ambrose, that's Reigns, no, that's Rollins. These guys are from NXT, you know? Yeah. And if he was like that, just fucking going nuts, you know? Because that was a good debut of the Shield. Like, Michael Cole fucking lost his shit when they fucking started busting up everyone. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what they need.
And it would work, because for those that don't watch NXT, they probably do now because of that moment right there, because they're like, hey, NXT, what's NXT? I'm going to go and find out, because if these guys come from there, Who else is there? Speaking of NXT, that wet Bo Dallas this week faced off against another wet wrestler, Mojo Rawley.
I don't get hype. I
stay hype. This guy has taken way too much drugs. This guy has been pumping something.
I think he just had like a few too many Red Bulls, you know?
What are they feeding this guy like? It's like he's got Red Bull on a drip or something. This guy is being running around going crazy. He comes out, runs into the ring, does a warrior, on the ropes, jumps out of the ring, jumps into the crowd, jumps out of the crowd, jumps in the ring. Dude, what are you on? Because I think some other players may need some of that. Right. But yeah, as we know, Bo Dallas, oh lad. We'll see if he gets called up. We'll see if he ends in the Royal Rumble. I really want someone just to like dash him out and just make him look like...
Bo Dallas will be in the Rumble this year. I think they tried it last year and it didn't work.
Because he's wet.
No, and now his character is just too good to be wasted, just put up like that, you know?
Oh, man.
What about who's sent the message that if it was good, Batista didn't come back, it was Bo Dallas, Bautista.
Oh, my God. James,
it was Steve Dawson, wasn't it?
Yeah, Steve, yeah.
Steve Lewis and someone else.
Yeah.
Steve Lewis and someone else were talking about it.
I would fucking mark out if that was true. That would be so good.
How funny
shaking
would that?
The ropes, doing the machine gun.
How funny would that be, though? I would actually I would laugh if he come out saying, "It's Bautista." I would actually laugh. That would, yeah. I would give him props for that, because then people would just be like, they would be annoyed with him from the get-go, and then his gimmick could just like really get over.
I can't wait till he makes his debut, because people are gonna hate his guts, you know. But like, that's what it is. It's not like we're saying. It's not X-Pac heat. It's just like, this guy is a dick. I hate him, you know. That's all we need.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to segment 6. Ultimate Warrior is now being put into the Hall of Fame. Guys, I want to get your thoughts on this, because I am very happy about this, induction. James.
Yeah, I want to get it out. There's a good feel. I'm happy he's been finally being Hall of Fame. There's a few more people deserving on it. People like Randy Savage, people like Owen Hart, who should have been in years ago.
Yeah.
And obviously there will be a good few current Hall of Famers who aren't happy that he's been put into the Hall of Fame, like Sir Ted DiBiase, because he stated one time that he would never like to see him in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll just see if people have asked for themselves to be removed. I mean, superstar Billy Graham has come out and said that, he wants to be removed from the Hall of Fame and all that. Shugs, what's your thoughts on Warrior?
I don't really give a shit about the Warrior. Fuck this guy. He wasn't even a good wrestler. So why are we worrying about him being in the Hall of Fame? So if I was in there and I was a good wrestler and I worked hard, I'd be pissed off if he was in there with me. People are saying he's as good as me, and it's about 8 guys in there who played the character of the Ultimate Warrior.
8 guys in where?
Well, there's more than one person who played the character of the Ultimate Warrior.
No.
Well, that's what they were saying when I was listening to Smart Wrestling Fan.
There's always been one Warrior.
One guy. That fucking Jim Hellwig.
Jim Hellwig. Always.
Nah, I reckon there's more. I never researched this.
It's always been Jim Hellwig.
Fuck
always.
Jim Hellwig anyway. His buzz cut. And his stupid buzz cut.
Oh my God. You know what? Yeah, he deserves to be in there. I don't care. He deserves to be in there. He deserves to be in there.
Like JR said, for his cup of coffee, where he just appeared and went on a mad thing, won the belt, and then just fucked off again. Yeah,
but at the same time, when he did appear, he was big. He helped, right? What's it called? He helped handle some of the pressure off of Hogan when he had the belt. Because when Hogan had the belt, obviously it was just Hogan, and they had no one else really to give it to except for, a heel Savage and stuff. And Savage is another thing. Savage is the guy has to be in there. He should be in there right now. But anyway, yeah, at that point in time, they had no one else to give it to. When they gave it to him, he had the ball, he ran with it, merchandise was going crazy. And because obviously I'm going to be biased, when I first saw wrestling, he's the first guy I saw, and I took to that like anything, bro. That was it. That got me.
Because you were a little Punk, that's right. And you're like, oh, he's so cool, the Warrior. I love this guy.
This guy was.
With your
sick, man.
fucking
He was
dreadlocks shaking and like pretending
You
you're
know that.
Ultimate Warrior.
You know that. I ain't gonna lie.
No
I
way.
was a massive mark for Warrior back then. I was a massive mark. Obviously, he was not the best worker.
You know what?
Was,
So you're like one of these Cena kids.
Nor was
You're one
Hogan.
of these Cena kids.
Nor was Hogan. No, nor was Hogan. Hogan wasn't the best at all. But yet he's the biggest thing since sliced bread. So, you know what I mean? I give my props to the people that's out there doing their thing and making sure that they're the best wrestlers and stuff.
Yeah,
but there's wrestlers out there that were shit and are still in the Hall of Fame and deserve to be in there.
What does he give back to wrestling?
Well, Jim Herwig,
What he just took.
he did just take, yeah. But that doesn't deny the fact that he's done what he had to do in that time period, and he made it then. And then
I don't think that's what it's about.
But obviously WWE
make a
thinks
lasting confusion. They're just in it for the fucking money. They don't give a shit. They changed Daniel Bryan's character in 2 weeks because people started doing the yes chant at fucking football games.
Yeah, I read that. But at the same time, me and yours opinion on the Hall of Fame is different to WWE. Personally, obviously, I would have or just the Hall of Fame being the best wrestlers and the people that actually made a mark on this
Like 6
great
people a year.
we love. Yeah, that's too much because now they're running out. I mean, look back a couple of years ago, they had Coco Beware in there. You know what I mean? Like, now, Coco Beware, why is he in there? What, for singing on fucking Power Driver? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We're going to have our naysayers. We're going to have the people that love it. But we already know. Yeah, we already know that WWE Hall of Fame, is going to turn out to be a crock of shit. Because without your Owens in there and your Savages and your Jake Roberts and stuff, it's always going to be, a moneymaker. So, anywho, who inducts him, James?
Ultimate Warrior, it has to be Hogan, you'd think.
Yeah, there's
You
no
would
one
have to think it'd be Hogan.
There's no one else really. You wouldn't waste a Sting. You wouldn't waste a Sting debut on that. So yeah, it probably would have to be Hogan. He's another one though. He's another one. If you're going, just fuck off, innit? If you're leaving the whole WWE stratosphere and then you're cussing and you just leave. Just don't come back then. Don't come back. Once your TNA shit's done, you're gonna come crawling back, hands and knees. You know what I mean? Asking for a payday. Like, just F off, man. There's no point. There's no point. It's just stupid. Let's go into segment 7, right? Which was Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston. We get a long match, which I kind of thought was very, very slow. What did you think of the match shows?
I just think that fucking Orton is just a dick. that's it.
Totally agree.
He was he was beating down Kofi. He was giving him that beat down, and every now and then Kofi would get that one bit of offense in, look like he was coming back, and then Kofi stole the win with an SOS, and you were just but it was nothing. Even when Kofi won, you just thought nothing of it.
No.
It wasn't supposed to be a shock, but then it wasn't even a shock because who gives a fuck about Kofi Kingston? Nobody.
Well, exactly. And on that point, I want you to play my motherfucking music. Why is this being done? Just what Shugs just said. Why has this been done? Right, Kofi wins with an SOS, which isn't it's not his finishing move. Okay, so you think, all right, they're gonna give this guy the rub, but then 2 days later, this guy gets effed up by the Weetabix dry ass lunch. Curtis Axel on main event of all things on main event. What is the point? Why not give this Orton win to a new star, a returning star like Evan Bourne or something? Instead, you give it to Kofi Kingston, who's been losing week after week after week after week, who is doing nothing. He's going nowhere. Why didn't you give it to Big E Langston? Why didn't you give it to Big E? But no, you put it on some dead dude who's not doing anything, and it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean squat diddle. Nothing. Orton's out there playing like he's, he lost the match, blah, blah, blah. But he didn't sell it well. He still looked as robotic as ever. It didn't mean anything. So where are we going to go from here? Are you going to always have these kind of wins just to make the champion look bad and not let the actual guy who won it get a rub off of it? Just stupid. Just stupid. After the match, Orton takes out, and I use those words lightly, take out John Cena's dad. Why? Why? We've seen that so many times, and you're meant to tell me that this guy needs a stretcher for a few kayfabe tumps. Come on, man. Come on. Like, Shugs, really? An ambulance for a few, like, he wasn't even, come on. Jeez, man. How bad do you want to get it, man? Shugs, sorry, not Shugs, James, just say some horrible shit about Orton, because I can't be bothered anymore.
Well, he's a whining baby for a start who goes around attacking senior citizens, and he expects that people want to see him as the champion, the face of the company. I tell you one thing I see at minute, and I don't want it, but the one thing I do see is Cena winning at the Royal Rumble.
You see Cena winning? Cena
winning at the Royal Rumble, otherwise they're in a heel versus heel situation with Brock Lesnar and Orton at Chamber.
Ooh, that's interesting. What do you think of that, Shugs?
Well, Lesnar already beat Cena already beat Lesnar when he shouldn't have, when they ruined the storyline from the get-go. You know, he should have won that match against Cena. So if we get Lesnar winning again, or actually winning and get his deserved win over Cena, then I'll take that. I'll take Cena having about a few weeks just so he can get effed up by Lesnar.
Yes.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I would too. So what, then Lesnar wins that Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, and then Lesnar's the champion going into WrestleMania, and then we get Daniel Bryan against Lesnar.
Ooh.
That'll be sick.
That would be nuts.
Oh, yeah, but the major speculation that the Taker wants Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I heard that, and that match would be crazy. That's the thing. All right, Shugs, I'll put this to you. What would you rather see?
Taker wants Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Oh,
I just think that fucking Daniel Bryan has, like, done himself praise, like, do you know what I mean? So, if you've got people, in spite of their shit booking and them trying to blame him, they can't hold him down, like, they can't suppress him, you know?
No. Like,
they tried all this bullshit, you know? Even going back to, like, WrestleMania, what was it, 27, when he lost in 18 seconds, you know? They were trying to bury this guy. And what's happened? They have to change their plans because he's just too over. They cannot hold him back.
Like, the dirt sheets are saying that Undertaker specifically said when he comes back, he wants to face Daniel Bryan. You got to think, Undertaker's on his way out. He wants to have the best matches possible. When WWE creators talking about, oh yeah, how about Sheamus? Undertaker's like, nah, man, fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. That's what he's saying. He's like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, fuck this dude. I want the guy who's gonna make me look $1 million, and it's Daniel Bryan. Who else is he gonna have? He's faced CM Punk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Daniel Bryan makes everyone look good. He's had good matches with Ryback, you know? What more do we need to see?
Sure, because I put this question to you again. Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the title, or Undertaker versus Daniel Bryan?
I'd still rather Lesnar.
I think, right? Oh, alright. If next year is Taker's last, right? I would prefer to hold off Taker, Bryan, till next year. Taker gives Daniel the rub and gives him that streak win.
Nah, I don't want the streak to go.
Yeah, nor do I. But I want Daniel Bryan to get that. I think he would give it to him though. I think he would give it to him.
I think, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it'd be good to retire undefeated, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's like lots of these records that just go, or they, you know, they just fucking, you get some bullshit, or they get tainted on the way. So, I just think it'll be good for him to have that streak, you know? He never lost at WrestleMania. He's the only person to have that undefeated streak at WrestleMania. I think he deserves to retire with it intact.
Yeah, I
think he's done enough, like, you know? He's stuck by the company through thick and thin, like, you know?
I completely agree. I mean, when you think about it, obviously he's kayfabe and his record is obviously not real. But at the same time, what's the point of stopping it then? You know, you might as well just that's his legacy. That is his legacy. A WrestleMania streak which never will be broken. That's his thing, and he just rides off into the sunset. But
yeah, because I think he's going to do 2 years because he's going to retire in the Texas one, you know. So that's not next year; it's the year after, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Cowboy Stadium. So I think he's got, but that's like 2 matches. You know what I mean? He's not going to wrestle. He ain't going to be coming and wrestling on fucking UK Smackdown again.
He's not going to take no powerbomb through the table again after what happened.
No, he's just going to wrestle now at WrestleMania, wrestle next year at WrestleMania, and then retire in the last one.
Yeah,
I
can't
think the
wait.
retirement match will be Cena.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. No, man. That match. No. Actually, no.
I'm just saying, mate. I'm
no.
just saying.
I know you're saying, but I know you're probably right as well. That's why I'm saying no, because WWE, if they did ever put that match on at WrestleMania, yeah, oh, that would be like such a dead WrestleMania match for Taker, and I think he knows it too. But Vince will probably be pushing for that.
But I think Cena can work a good match with people. I think Cena is a good worker, you know?
Yeah, but with someone else that can work good, though. Not with someone else that's limited.
I suppose.
Because that's the thing.
But then they make their own match, don't they? You have your big spots, you have your stuff,
True,
you know? And it's a different type of match with Cena.
Mm-hmm. And Taker is the veteran, so he knows how to call a match, innit?
And Cena's prepared to bump, you know?
Yeah, true.
You'll bump for the Undertaker.
And Cena has brought in some new moves, some new repertoire.
Fucking repertoire, man. And his fucking jorts and his fucking everything else.
Oh, God. We could have rants about Cena all day, every day, 24/7.
I was actually thinking, you know, that we shouldn't really hate on Cena as much as we do, because, you know, he doesn't really do that much wrong. He's just been placed in the position by the company, you know?
He's a product of his work. Yeah.
He puts people over. If you think about Cena always fights everyone else. He might win the majority of the matches, but he doesn't squash people, or he doesn't avoid people, you know, and put them down. You know, he let Punk win at Money in the Bank. You know, he took the defeat to Bryan. You know, he used to lose to Edge back in the day. He lost to Batista. He's never held anyone back.
But see, I'm separating that John Cena from the actual John Cena to John Cena, the character, because it's not like, obviously I've said this.
They're one and the same. It's not like you separating the Be a Star John Cena from the John Cena on TV. The character who's going over, or, you know, letting Punk beat him in Money in the Bank is the same guy.
But I hate that guy, though. Like, sorry, hate is a strong word. I dislike I just dislike the character, man. I'm all for someone, you know, for a character for someone to believe in, for the, you know, for them little youths to believe in and stuff. You know what I mean? By all means, because we were all there once. You know what I mean? We were young and we had
there with the warrior. You're fucking
damn right. And you know, we were all there, young, looking up to a wrestler. But at the same time, it's like, I suppose because we're older now, innit? Like, and we're adults, and we're a bit more into the wrestling backstage stuff, and, you know, and the creation of how it's created and stuff. But yeah, so when I get to a point and I think, all right, you're right, I should kind of give Cena some slack, but it's then it comes, you know, and then he manages to do some dumb Cena-isms on TV, and then it just makes me think, oh my God, like, please. And then I see his match against Sandow, and I think, oh, you know, that was all right. Like, that was an all right match. And then we'll get him next week doing something dumb, and then it's just like, oh, it is a love-hate thing, hence the crowd chants. But I digress. We move on. Segment 8, CodyDust versus Rybaxel. James, not one of CodyDust's best match, but probably because Rybaxel stunk the joint out. Ryback is really treading onto the ice now with all his backstage antics, isn't he?
I happen to think some of them, stuff he tweeted this week, back in there would have got people fired.
I think it's a work.
Yeah?
It's a work, definitely, because he comes down and he's doing, like, the typing action, like as if he's writing the tweets, and, like, Michael Cole's referencing it. Anything they talk about on TV is got to be a work. Anything. Otherwise, they would ignore it. When somebody does something stupid, like fucking the Washington guy, what's his name? The one who got sacked from the primetime players, and he's I choke a bitch like Kobe or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just think anything that happens like that, they just don't mention. Anything bad, they just ignore like it never happened. And anything they mention and play into is got to be a work.
Sure, so I'm looking at this tweet, yeah, you're a punk. Hashtag Kinny Killa go and get out in order to get the show out to the seg heads. Hashtag Peg. Hashtag Bruck down you. Oh my God. Right, we have Ollie the Ben. He is here. Let's add it to the group call. Ollie!
Hey, what's up, man?
What's happening, brother? He is here.
Not much. I'm sorry I called you a little late, dude.
Nah, that's no problem. Shugs, before it just said that the Skype recorder's just restarted, so I probably have to send you two.
Nah, mine's just carried on going.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
I'm using that old 3.1. None of this new shit.
All right. Let me just exit this and restart it again, because just in case we got it. All right, here we go. Oh, all right. King Ollie in the building. Ninja, what's happening, player?
It's King Ali. What's up, yo?
Oh, better late than never, my friend. Better late than never. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good, man. I got Monday off, 3-day weekend. I'm chilling, man.
Fucking right.
Oh.
Right, we need to get Ollie up to speed on the show so far because we've been going off on some shit.
Go for it, Shugs.
Wow. Okay, Ollie. So far, what do you think? Big Show. We need your thoughts on Big Show and the angle on why he's facing Brock Lesnar. Because we're like, fuck this big motherfucker. We hate him.
Big Show has that ironclad contract he was talking about several years ago. It is in fact intact, and that's why he can face whoever he needs to face or whoever they want him to face. It sickens me.
Yes, it sickens me as well. Okay, that's first. Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg Jesse James.
Oh, Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg Jesse James. I love how they left CM Punk out to dry. I'm interested to see how further they're going to go.
So you didn't think they were left over like a bad smell from old school Raw? Do you think they were needed on this week's Raw?
They are definitely not needed, but they're getting paid, so I can't get upset about that.
Yeah, maybe they get that bonus because they're both like road agents, are they? Anyway, so they're there every week, and now they're on TV, so they must be getting that extra bonus.
Yes, definitely.
Ultimate Warrior in the Hall of Fame. This was a heated topic.
I think it's about time, man.
That's what I'm talking about, player. Shugs
and Orton Kofi. That's the last thing we got up to.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Orton
think about
Kofi?
Yeah, Kofi's historic win on Raw, pinning the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Heavyweight WWE Champion.
This is about time again. What this was happening in 2009, and then Orton got all butt hurt. But I guess Orton wasn't on his P's and Q's and crapped in another female's bag again.
Oh god.
But that's the thing. But then Kofi goes and loses to the dry lunch Curtis Axel on main event in the same week.
That says it all.
Poor Kofi, man. Poor Kofi.
Yeah, poor Kofi.
So we're up to speed now, Shugs.
Yeah, we just started talking about Rybaxel, and I said I think that the Ryback Twitter rant and stuff like that is a work. I think when he was doing the commentary and he was dissing like Lillian Garcia, he was getting it in his ear from Triple H, because Triple H is always making them Lillian Garcia horse jokes.
Ollie, can you see Ryback still being in the WWE by next WrestleMania?
No, I think Rybaxel's going to be done. Probably a new gimmick, because the gimmicks that they're running with are not working.
Yeah, it's not. But what's your thoughts on his Ryback's stupid stuff that's going on, his antics with Twitter and all that, man?
Man, the person in me that still wants to hold with Kayfabe hopes it's not a work, but you know how it is nowadays, especially with Vince McMahon always trying to work, or Triple H always trying to work something to make us think and believe it. But I don't care, man. I don't care about Rybaxel at all.
All right, well, let's move on to segment 9. But quickly before, we have a quick tweet response from our girl, our sister from another mister, Sierra from Angry Marks. She has replied about my photo. This is what she says, and I quote, "The fact that the pink clothespin coordinates with his shirt, hashtag I can't." Which means, yeah, she's having a laugh, which is fine. I don't mind, man.
She can't take it. She can't take that brought down clothespin.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I got to make sure I could do the show for the seg heads out there.
Exactly. That's what happens. You work with what you've got. You work with the tools at hand.
And
You're like the Black MacGyver. I don't know what to do, and you just made it when you got that close thing.
Like Nation of Domination by any means necessary, player. All right, let's move on to segment 9. Mysterio versus Del Rio. Ollie, man, I'm bored of both of these guys now, man. Do you think it's time for Ray to help out, help put over new talent?
It's been time for Ray to put over new talent. Matter of fact, Rey Mysterio needs to stop wrestling now. Every time he wrestles, he adds some more dirt to his shine, and he just can't go like he used to go. I don't want to see him in a wheelchair, man. At the next next award show, hey guys, I gave it all I could. No, man, you got a family to take care of, dude.
Yeah, man, Dominic's waiting.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to put him in a wheelchair. They would just get one of those things like on what is it, The Hangover? They could just put him on Big Show, just carry him in his front, carry him round.
That's funny.
That would be sick. James, would the Rio go into like a mini program, you think, with Batista, or maybe he comes in and cost Batista Royal Rumble?
That's where they seem to be heading towards the old Batista thing. Obviously, that's why I noted. That's why the opponent's Rey Mysterio. It's widely known Rey Mysterio and Batista are godly friends.
Yeah, up until the point where Batista bonding through, to hell.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good way of turning Batista back heel. I want him to be the Batista that left the WWE, not like a face. And obviously, when somebody makes a return, it's hard for him to return as a heel. Same with like Jericho. Every time he comes back, he's a face. People haven't seen him, they cheer. But if he comes back and then he just power bombs the fuck out of Rey Mysterio in the Royal Rumble, then maybe that could make him go heel again.
Yeah, heel Batista would be definitely interesting. All right, let's go to segment 10, which was the final segment in Raw. Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan versus Usos Part 2 with a steel cage match. I really like, the fact that the Usos were getting a nice push and eventually, got the win and got the rub in the match. Ollie, how did you feel about the match being the main event?
I like it, man. I like Bray. I like Daniel Bryan. And I don't like the Usos. If anybody likes the Usos and they're listening to the show right now, y'all need to get your brain examined.
After the match, Bryan swerves Bray. Turns babyface, crowd lose their shit, Shugs. Too soon or right timing?
I just like, just the visuals, whoever was filming this needs to get some type of fucking awards, the Golden Globe for fucking film in sports entertainment, because it was filmed perfectly, like, do you know what I mean? It was like the type of stuff they do when they come back and they do like their excellent promos and they have it cut together, but when Bryan was like in the corner and he started doing the yes chant like really slow, and then they zoomed out and it was just like every fucking person in that building was doing the yes chant. Everyone, If you go back and you watch that video, you can't find anyone who's not doing it. And like you're saying, they just lost their shit. Like they just loved it so much. And I just thought it was perfect. And it's like a slap in the face to the WWE. It's just like, fuck you, fuck you. We love this guy. And just fuck you, Triple H.
James, so obviously, after all of this, where does Bryan go from here?
Enter the Rumble. I can honestly, at this minute in time, I can see the final 3 in the Rumble coming down to Batista, CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan. Being the final 3.
Yeah.
Then who wins it is anybody's guess.
I mean, the whole Elimination Chamber aspect is very, very interesting because obviously it breaks up, the road to WrestleMania in between, and they can decide to do anything they want and set up anything in between that. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they do with the Elimination Chamber, because obviously it will just spell out what's happening at Mania. But people, that's the end of Raw. Raw rating, please. Ollie.
Raw rating, man. I would give it a 6 out of 10. that Daniel Bryan thing was cool, but I think they jumped the gun on it, man. I think they were like, why are we doing this to Daniel Bryan? Like, finally, like, really, why are we doing this to Daniel Bryan? So 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Shugs.
Yeah, I don't think it was the greatest Raw, but just for the final section, I'm gonna have to give it like an 8. Even if it was just that last bit, that's enough for me, you know, because that was just fucking that was just brilliant. That was like a proper Mark 8 moment.
And James?
7 out of 10. They didn't focus.
Sorry, say that again?
Get it 7 out of 10 because they didn't focus on the Royal Rumble much at all, and they've only up to end of Rod and announced 12 people for a 30-man Rumble with one show to go.
Oh yeah, wow, I forgot about that. You go home show tomorrow. Jeez. All right, there you have it, people. So we're gonna get into the Raw feedback. James has been doing a lovely job getting people to, feedback on the show. Shugs, you got the message board up?
Just let me get it up now.
Okay, I'll start off because I've got an email. Another email this week by Joshua Smith. So he's so amazed by this week's Raw. Usos did amazing both matches, so underestimated. If I'm going to be picky, we've seen Cena's dad attack before. Didn't like Kane using the phone, ruined his original character. Buzzing about Daniel Bryan leaving Wyatt, but worried about the rumored concussion. So happy there was no jobbing or anything. Thanks, Joshua.
Is it me now?
Yep.
Alright, so this one is from Clara O. Uso brothers, Bray, she says, Bray really gives me the creeps. John Cena against Sandow. Did we see Hulkamania pants? Big Show against Jack Swagger. What a choke slam. Outlaws, Ambrose, and thing. Punk got. Emma is here. We want Paige as well. The fact no Bellas made the Divas match entertaining. Would love to see Lita in the Hall of Fame. Orton against Kofi. Orton is really a piss, whining and moaning crybaby. Man up, you freak. Why are Ryback and Axel even in the same ring as the tag team champs? Mysterio against Del Rio could have been better. And the last match, great match ending.
Okay. We have feedback from Brendan, our friend Brendan Finney. So, Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan versus Usos number 1. Am I the only one who thinks Rowan looks better with the mask on? Cena versus Sandow. Sandow seems to be doing a lot of jobbing at the minute. Show versus Swagger. The segment after the match got more time than the match itself, and White is Big Show KOing Coulter. Punk and the New Age Outlaws versus the Shield. The Outlaws walked out. Oh, you didn't know that was coming. AJ, Tamina, Cameron, and Naomi. Well, I guess the Divas match was entertaining this week. The first inductee to Hall of Fame class of 2014 is Ultimate Warrior. Now, come on, WWE. Owen Hart deserves this honor. Give it to him. Randy Orton versus Kofi. Wait, did Kofi really win? So first Big Show knocks out Coulter, and now Randy attacks Cena's dad. I see the WWE are condoning attacking senior citizens. CodyDust and Cody Rhodes versus Rybaxel. I think Axel is at a crossroads in his career. Now it's downhill. Mysterio versus Del Rio. Ray is looking old. Del Rio cut a promo about Batista returning again and how Ray was Batista's friend. Del Rio obviously can't remember what Batista did to Ray in 2009. And Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan again versus the Usos. One word. Yes, yes, yes. Raw rating 7 out of 10.
Okay, so well done to M. Cook because he put his thoughts in the right post, but that's just my OCD. Cena Sandow, a really good match, made Sandow look strong. However, Cena was never going to lose. Cena hugs his dad on the front row. Obviously, Mr. Cena is going to get knocked out. Show Swagger, squash match. Big Show knocked out a pensioner, and we were all supposed to accept it. Cesaro should have made a citizen's arrest. Punk and the Outlaws against Shield. Okay match, surprise ending at the time, but then you remember that the New Age Outlaws were part of Triple H's DX. Divas match. Whatever it was, it didn't matter as Emma Tainment debuts. Thought it would have been nice. Paige first, but I'm still happy with Emma. the entire NXT Diva roster should replace the main roster with the exception of AJ Lee, Naomi, and Natalya. Warrior Hall of Fame. He should get the respect he deserves, even if he did refuse to work SummerSlam 91, if he didn't get a bigger payday. Orton Kingston, really boring match with a surprise upset win by Kingston. Orton attacks Cena's dad. JBL wasn't happy, as isn't JBL a heel commentator? Rhodes against Rybaxel. Standard squash match, not great. Del Rio at Mysterio. Del Rio mentions Mysterio being Batista's friends. You obviously didn't see what he did in 2009. Good match. Nice to see the Usos in the main event. Crowd was dead all night until Bryan went shit crazy all over Wyatt. Crowd went bonkers wild. Bryan is more over than the WWE is ever gonna shit the bed and screw it up. Great show with some good surprises. Crowd at the end proved that if you have a super overstar and a great storyline, then you get reactions like that. Rating 8 out of 10.
Okay, and our last one by Steve Dawson, the master of the top rope elbow.
I don't think Steve read the thing where we said keep your feedback short. Steve, brother, come on, man.
All right, Sandow versus Cena. After Sandow lost his cash-in against Cena, he promised that it would be a turning point of his career. 3 months later, he's doing exactly the same thing. Why should we care about Sandow? Show versus Swagger. Hey, remember that time Swagger was world champion? Nope, me neither. Hard to build the show Brock match when Brock isn't there. If a 7-foot man locked out a pensioner in real life, he'll be locked up. In the WWE, he has thousands of people cheering him on. Don't you just love wrestling logic? Punk and the Outlaws as showed. Outlaws still have the chemistry and still solid in the ring. Would like to see them stick around for a while, but use sparingly to put over tag teams. Heel turn seems really odd at first, but then realize Triple H connection. Looks like Punk Trips at Mania is the one to go. Divas match, I would comment on this match, but sorry, I'm too busy doing the Emma dance. Warrior in the Hall of Fame. Now that is going to be a speech worth seeing. Thoroughly deserved. Aside from Sandwich, the biggest star in 90s WWF that wasn't already there, unless I've forgotten someone obvious. Orton versus Kofi. Remember that kids' film, The Never Ending Story? This is a spin-off sequel, The Never Ending Wrestling Match. Kofi beats the Unified Champion clean, and 2 days later, he's facing Weetabix Kid on the main event. Reminded me again why I should give even an ant's left testicle of a crap about Kofi. Rhodes Brothers beat Rybaxel. Ryback awful in the ring, but I'm loving his new troll character, abusing people on Twitter and on main event. He instructed every match and segment to just walk down the ramp and around the ring, laughing at people booing him. Check it out if you've not seen it. It's gold. Mysterio versus Del Rio. I wonder what is holding Ray's knees together these days. There's got to be a shitload of sticky tape and blue tack in there, I reckon. And the end match, love the pre-tape promo from the Usos, which each side of their face being shown gives match a big time feel. Want to see much more of that sort of thing for people and teams with little character. Solid match, incredible crowd reactions for the face turn. Can only think of Punk's entrance at Money in the Bank versus Cena and Dolph Ziggler winning the belt after Mania. That match is in the last 5 years. Real shame about the concussion. Think they should have Wyatt brag about injuring him. Then by Bryan return at the Rumble. Fingers crossed he's good to go by then. Quite a patchy show, but the main event and Yesin saved it. 7 out of 10. Okay. That's the feedback, people. Right now, we're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll be back with Smackdown in 60 seconds, Sugs Stunners, our general feedback, and then we have Beat the Clock Challenge, James versus King Ali. Make sure to check it out. See you in a sec.
Be sure to listen to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
What?
Every Sunday with Kinny Killa and the Galdem Sugar Sugs.
Yes! Yes!
With all the news, views, and laughter that you want.
They like jet airplanes. Woo! They like long limousines.
Every Sunday, the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast on Podomatic, iTunes, and YouTube.
So why don't you choke on that, slap nut?
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sunday Segue. It is episode 43 and I am Kinny Killa. I'm here with the Galdem Sugar Sugs, King Oliver Benji, and James Powers. Right now, we're about to go into Smackdown in 60 seconds, so roll with it, Sugs.
Smackdown in 60 seconds. Rhodes Brothers against the New Age Outlaws. Vicky comes out, talks Royal Rumble, distracts the Rhodes, and the New Age Outlaws get a pin over the Tag Team Champions. WTF. Ray and Del Rio. Ray wins this time, rolls him up for the win, and then Del Rio attacks him after. Get a Wyatt promo. Wyatt starts talking about IRS. No, actually, he's talking about his father, and he goes on a promo and just talks about Daniel Bryan being a little dickhead. Punk and Renee. Punk calls out the New Age Outlaws and the Shield and challenges them to a match so the Authority can get what they want. Divas match. Emma's in the crowd again. Paul Heyman comes out, shoots a promo on Big Show, but then the Big Show comes out and Heyman runs off. We get Big E against Fandango. Decent match, but obviously Big E wins against Fandango. Renee talks to the Shield. They say they're going to stick together. Then Rollins says he's going to throw out Ambrose, and then they get into sort of an argument. We get the Real Americans against the Usos. Zeb's in a wheelchair, selling the big punch. He gets tipped out of his chair by one of the Usos, and the Usos win. Then we get Punk in the ring. Shield come down. The New Age Outlaws come down. Kane stops the attack. Then he runs in and choke slams Punk. Fade to black.
Fade to black. Okay, people, it's time for Sugs Stunners. Sugs Stunners. Jobber of the week. Well, Jobber of the week goes to the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton. Woo!
Losing to Kofi Kingston makes you a jobber, because this guy doesn't win matches. Move of the week. Move of the week. It's going to have to be the flying two-footed tackle by Roman Reigns onto CM Punk's head. Almost kicked his head clean off. And rest of the week, my man, D. Bryan.
D. Bryan takes it down, my man, D. Bryan. Okay, people, we're going to head into general feedback right now. Our head of fan relations, James Powers, take it away.
Thank you very much, sir. We had a lot of feedback this week, and we thank you for it all. Do keep it coming. I'd just like to highlight a few points. First of all, on episode 41, Anna L. and Co. commented, "Oh, Steve Dawson got whooped faster than Zack Ryder's run with the US Championship. Shout out to Mr. Top Rope Elbow." Now, we have a few points on the thing. Danny Matt would like to know why Suggs does not have his own rant music, because the rant on Xavier Woods was epic.
Shucks.
I just don't think I need music because, you know, Kinny likes to rant and I just like to lose my shit whenever possible. So if I had rap music, it takes too long to edit. That's why. Kinny likes to give me a warning and say, you know, play my motherfucking music. I can edit it, I can find it and put it in. But if we did that for my rants, the show would last 2 hours.
Next, Ray J would like to know if we could address an interview with Paige's parents. Mr. Ray J, Kinny's going to work on that one.
Yeah, I am in the process of working on that. So watch this space. Hopefully we can get an interview with Sweet Soraya Knight or Paige's father. So keep it going. We're going to keep it going and hopefully try and get them on. All right.
Next, Big Pete asks us who is your WWE power couple. Mr. Pete, I will poll that for you this afternoon and let everyone vote on that. Phil Brooks asks, I look at your online polls, but why can't I vote? The simple answer is, Phil, that you need to register as a member of the site. Otherwise, you can just comment, but you can't vote. Paige Martin states, and I quote, nice name as well, when it loads, Every man single. I love the show, but I miss hearing his sexy voice when he's not on.
Wait. Start again, because we lost you there. We lost you there.
I have a question. Is the sexy man single? I love the show, but I miss hearing his sexy voice when he's not on. So our question, Paige, is simple. Ooh. Well, I'm thinking she means Jace.
You reckon she means Jace?
Yeah, I reckon she means Jace. But you never know there, do we? And where's the final one?
I'll read it out. Eloise Wilson, she says, Kinny's rants are great, keep it up. Any more?
That's the end of the feedback. Tell them to keep it coming because we love it.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Lewis Hoffman. He just says, just a quick little note to say the podcast is ace. Keep it up, the good work. Thanks, fella. Just keep on writing your stuff. Keep on giving your feedback. Yeah, just if you want your feedback to be read out, either send an email to us. That's sundaysegue@gmail.com or holler at James Powers on his Twitter. Please tell the people your Twitter, James.
At Free.
And also, please check out our message board and get your stuff on there. So, right about now, people, it is time for Beat the Clock Trivia. James versus King Ali. So, Ali, how it works, you each get 10 questions. I will go through the questions. You get a minute each. I'll go through the questions. You may pass a question, and then I'll proceed to read out the rest of the questions. And then once you go through all of the questions, we will revert back to the question that you passed. Okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Okay, who wants to go first?
I think James should go first.
James? All right.
Go first, that's fine.
James, okay, James, I hope you're ready, my friend. All right, let's just wait for the clock to peter out. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm good.
And go. All right, name 3 people on all teams managed by Jim Cornette.
British Bulldog and Owen Hart.
Yep.
Pass.
Okay. What was the main event in WrestleMania 23?
23. Batista versus Undertaker?
No.
Pass.
What was Kurt Angle's 3I stand for?
Integrity, intelligence.
Yep. One more.
Intensity.
Yes. Spell Benoit.
Benoit.
Yep. Who won the second Royal Rumble?
Second Royal Rumble. Warrior.
Nope.
Pass.
How many times did Hogan win the WWE title?
5.
Nope.
3.
Nope.
Pass.
What's the real name of Texas Tornado?
Pass. I think that's all there.
That's it. It's over. It's over. The minute is gone. We will go through your questions after. Ollie, you have got 2 right. 2 right. Sorry, James, you've got 2 rights.
Hey, you're embarrassing yourself, you geriatric fuck!
So, 3 to win. 3 to win, Ollie. All right, so, Ollie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. And go. Name 3 people or teams managed by Sensational Sherry.
Pass.
What was the main event of WrestleMania 21?
WrestleMania 21. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit versus Triple H.
Nope.
Pass.
What did the initials of IRS stand for?
Pass.
Spell karma.
Karma.
Nope.
Pass.
Who won the first Royal Rumble?
Hulk Hogan.
Nope.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yes. How many times did the Warrior win the IC title?
5.
Nope.
3.
Nope.
8.
Nope.
Pass.
What's the real name of Edge?
Come on. Pass.
And where's the location of WrestleMania 10?
In Indianapolis.
Nope.
Minnesota.
Nope.
Pass.
And it's over. It is over. Ollie, you had won.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
James takes it down with 2.
I know more there is as well.
2. All right, we'll just go through the questions quickly. So, James, name 3 people or teams managed by Jim Cornette. You said Owen and Bulldog. You needed 1 more. You could have had Jeff Jarrett. You could have had Vader. You could have had Yokozuna, Dan Severn, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, and the Heavenly Bodies. What was the main event at WrestleMania 23? It was Cena versus HBK. What were Kurt Angle's 3 I's? You got that right. Intelligence, integrity, intensity. You spelt Benoit right. Who won the second Royal Rumble? It was Big John Studd. How many times did Hogan win the WWE title? It was 6. And what's the real name of the Texas Tornado? It is Kerry Von Erich. So you got 2 right. And Ollie, your questions, name 3 people or teams managed by Sensational Sherry. You could have had HBK, Ted DiBiase, Savage, Jake Roberts, Marty Jannetty, Tatanka, Harlem Heat, Shane Douglas, or Ric Flair. Who was the main event of WrestleMania 21? It was Triple H versus Batista. What did the initials IRS stand for? It was Erwin R. Shyster. Spell karma is spelled Kharma. Who won the first Royal Rumble? You got that right. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. How many times did Warrior win the IC title? It was twice. And what is the real name of Edge? Adam Copeland. And where was the location of WrestleMania 10? Madison Square Garden. There you go. So James takes it down. Anybody wants to step up to the plate and do beat the clock, just holler at your boys. You can request to face anyone. I'm waiting for another challenger. Somebody, come on, challenge me. I dare ya. Steve, you want a round 2? We'll go at it, son. We'll go at it. You know, questions could be supplied by Sugs, King Ollie. It could be supplied by anyone. I'm down. Let's do it. And that's it. That's the end of the show, people. So I have to give a big thanks to our head of fan relations for all his big work. James, thanks for everything, brother. Keep it going, man.
You're very welcome, sir.
Also, the Vamp Ninja, he made it in time. People. So I got to thank Ollie. You know, it's early in the morning in Oklahoma, so thanks, brother, for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
Can't do this without the God of Sugar Sugs.
Yo.
In the words this week will be from The Rock at King of the Ring 99 before he goes to face The Undertaker. Sugs, you might find it hard to get that snip because WWE have taken down a lot of their stuff because obviously he's going on a network. So, in the words of The Rock, Undertaker, you think you impressed The Rock by lighting the Brahma Bull on fire? Well, The Rock says, Einstein, the Brahma Bull has been on fire ever since I stepped into this son of a bitch. And you think that you could impress The Rock and the millions and millions of The Rock's fans by talking in tongue? Well, The Rock's gonna talk in a little tongue for you right now, and it goes a little something like this. Ooh la la, sabida, The Rock kicking your candy ass all over God's green earth. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, and you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo! That is the